Ilja Dragunov continues to reshape the landscape of Friday Night SmackDown with the same intensity and unmatched fighting spirit that defined his journey in NXT. On this week's episode of WWE SmackDown, the United States champion accepted his fourth consecutive open challenge, and this time it was the lightning-fast luchador Axiom who stepped up. What followed was a thrilling, high-octane showdown that showcased two of WWE's most gifted athletes pushing each other to their limits. From the moment the bell rang to the final decisive blow, the match demonstrated why Dragunov has quickly become one of the most must-watch champions in WWE. Meanwhile, Axiom, known for his scientific precision and explosive speed, proved beyond any doubt that he belongs in the conversation when it comes to breakout performances on the main roster. Their clash was a brilliant mixture of physicality, storytelling, and skill, one that added another important chapter to Dragunov's growing legacy as U.S. champion. Ilja Dragunov's arrival on SmackDown injected the brand with a new type of energy, raw, unfiltered, and completely unpredictable. With every match, Dragunov brings an intensity that feels both dangerous and compelling, and this Open Challenge series has quickly become a highlight of the show. Ever since capturing the United States Championship, Dragunov has made it clear that he would defend the title not through advantage or negotiation, but through pure merit. His mission has been simple yet brutal: line them up, and he will knock them down. Each opponent so far has offered a unique challenge, but Dragunov's refusal to take a night off has equally earned him admiration and skepticism. Admirers applaud his fearlessness, skeptics worry he is pushing himself too hard, too fast. Heading into this week's episode, Dragunov already had 3 successful defenses. Although each match tested him differently, none changed the champion's mindset. And so, when he stepped into the center of the ring and announced his 4th open challenge, the fans erupted, knowing that whoever emerged would be forced into a war. Axiom has been gaining momentum ever since transitioning from NXT to the broader WWE audience. His mask, his athleticism, and his uniquely calculated in-ring style make him stand out in a roster full of larger, louder personalities. Where others rely on power or bravado, Axiom uses precision, timing, and agility. When Axiom answered Dragunov's challenge, the arena buzzed with excitement. Fans recognized immediately that this was not just another match, it was a collision of 2 incredibly high-level competitors whose styles couldn't be more different yet equally captivating. Axiom has spent years studying the craft of wrestling almost like a mathematician. Every movement is deliberate, each counter well-planned, and every strike placed with purpose. Facing Dragunov would require more than skill, it demanded heart, courage, and a willingness to endure punishment, 3 qualities Axiom has quietly demonstrated more and more in recent months. This match was not simply about capturing the U.S. title, it was about proving he belongs in the upper echelon of WWE. And stepping up to Dragunov was perhaps his boldest declaration yet. As soon as the bell rang, Axiom darted forward with a burst of speed, catching Dragunov momentarily off guard with a flurry of quick strikes. The champion responded with his trademark ferocity, unleashing sharp chops that echoed throughout the arena. The 2 men traded early offense in a rhythm that showcased their contrasting strengths, Axiom's movement and timing against Dragunov's punishing force. Axiom's early mindset was clear: stay mobile, avoid Dragunov's heavy hits, and strike from angles the champion couldn't anticipate. He executed arm drags, springboard takeovers, and a picture-perfect dropkick that sent Dragunov rolling toward the ropes. For a brief moment, the crowd could sense momentum building for the challenger. However, the champion refused to crumble. Dragunov regained control with a blistering running knee strike followed by a German suplex that shook the ring. Axiom bounced hard but stayed in the fight, showing the resilience that has defined him since his NXT days. Midway through the match, Axiom began finding openings. He countered Dragunov's attempt at the Constantine Special, catching the champion mid-rotation and spinning him into a sudden DDT. The arena exploded in shock as Dragunov was momentarily laid out. Sensing an opportunity, Axiom ascended the turnbuckle and delivered a spectacular diving crossbody that nearly secured a 3 count. The audience was now fully invested, sensing that Axiom might be moments away from a career-defining victory. Axiom didn't stop there. He followed with a high-risk combination, a springboard moonsault, a running knee strike, and a perfectly timed superkick that landed flush on Dragunov's jaw. The champion staggered but somehow refused to fall. For many watching, this was the moment that proved Axiom was more than an emerging talent. He was a legitimate threat. Ilja Dragunov's reputation has always been tied to his ability to absorb levels of punishment that would drop most wrestlers. And once again, he demonstrated why he is considered one of the toughest athletes in WWE. Drawing on pure resilience, Dragunov powered back into the match. He launched forward with a defiant roar, unloading a devastating chop that sent Axiom crashing to the mat. Dragunov followed with back-to-back lariats, each nastier than the last, and then a brutal powerbomb that stopped Axiom's momentum cold. But it was the champion's next move that shifted the entire direction of the match. As Axiom attempted a springboard maneuver, Dragunov intercepted him mid-air with a crushing knee strike, stunning both the crowd and the challenger. The match had officially entered Dragunov's domain, sheer brutality and unstoppable willpower. Sensing that his opponent was fading, Dragunov dragged Axiom to the center of the ring. His expression was a mix of exhaustion and pride, the trademark look of a man fighting not just to win, but to validate everything he stands for. He delivered the Torpedo Moscow with full force, launching himself like a missile into Axiom's torso. The impact was immediate and decisive. 1, 2, 3. The referee signaled for the bell, confirming Ilja Dragunov's fourth successful United States Championship defense in his Open Challenge series. The audience rose to their feet, acknowledging the incredible effort delivered by both competitors. Though Axiom fell short, the performance was easily one of his finest. Meanwhile, Dragunov walked away battered but victorious, proving once again that he is arguably the most dominant and compelling U.S. champion in recent memory. After the match, something rare yet powerful unfolded. Dragunov, known for his unshakable intensity, offered Axiom a show of respect, nodding at him and briefly raising his hand. It was a brief but meaningful gesture that highlighted the spirit of competition at the heart of professional wrestling. Axiom, though disappointed, acknowledged Dragunov's respect with equal sincerity. Fans appreciated the sportsmanship, recognizing that both men walked away from the match elevated in their own ways. Dragunov's fourth Open Challenge win is significant for several reasons. 1. It cements him as an unstoppable champion. Few title holders in WWE history have willingly taken on so many back-to-back challengers. Dragunov's approach is bold, dangerous, and refreshing. 2. He is defining his legacy through competition. Rather than ducking threats or relying on technicalities, Dragunov is building his championship reign on pure wrestling excellence. 3. He is raising the profile of the U.S. title. The championship has had its fluctuations in prestige over the years, but Dragunov's matches are making it must-see television every single week. 4. He is becoming the heartbeat of SmackDown. While stars like LA Knight, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens dominate storylines, Dragunov is quietly assembling a reputation as one of the show's most consistent performers. Even in defeat, Axiom left the ring with more momentum and fan support than when he entered. His performance showcased exceptional technical skill, incredible speed, remarkable toughness, main event potential. This match may be remembered as the moment Axiom officially emerged as a major competitor on the main roster. WWE may now choose to give him more opportunities, perhaps even another championship chase in the near future. A rematch with Dragunov is not off the table, especially considering how close Axiom came at certain moments. After 4 impressive defenses, the WWE Universe is buzzing with questions. Who will step up next? How long can Dragunov maintain this pace? Is he building toward a record-breaking reign? Could a major SmackDown star answer the next challenge? Names like Santos Escobar, Butch, Ricochet, Carmelo Hayes, and even big hitters like Sheamus could be waiting for the right moment. If Dragunov continues defending the title in this manner, his reign could become one of the most talked about U.S. title runs in history. Ilja Dragunov vs. Axiom was everything fans love about professional wrestling. Fast-paced action, emotional storytelling, two contrasting yet incredible styles. A champion pushed beyond his limits. A challenger rising to the moment. Respect, intensity, and heart. This match didn't just continue Dragunov's Open Challenge streak, it elevated both men and delivered a moment that WWE fans will remember for quite some time. As Dragunov marches forward with his U.S. title, one thing is clear: every challenger who steps up will leave the ring changed. And as for Axiom, this night proved he has everything it takes to one day become a champion himself. The road ahead is unpredictable, but if this match is any indication, SmackDown's future is brighter, and far more exciting, than ever.